2-0, looking for the first Masters win since 2019. Novi Sad on the attack first. They get it down to Frankenstein. He misses the crib. Gappy down low. Buko put it in spin cycle. Get out of my way. Bucket. Piran scores first. Dushan through the paint. Defender trailing. Too much spin on the shot. It's a miss. Gappy kicks it out. Kazga thought about the two-piece. He hit a couple of wild twos yesterday. I believe that win over Shaki Gubale. Anyway, he takes the foul here. Take a look at Buko. Man, he could battle with the best down there on the block. Believe me. Here's the Sphinx getting harassed. Milosevic all up in his personal business. That got a little too personal. Did y'all ever watch the Three Stooges where Larry, Curly, and Moe, they try to poke each other in the eyes? You have to put your hand up in the middle. I think he could have prevented the face poke if he had watched a few episodes. He would have been good. Anyway, it's 1-0. And here's Buko on the move right. He's going to get it to the teacher. Don't take any lesson right there. That was not a good demonstration. But he's got a good stroke. He just got to knock out the cobwebs a little bit. We're only 45 seconds into our first quarter final. Dushan up fake. Crafty. Got his defender off of his feet. As you see, the Sphinx draws the contact. And now Dushan Bullet gets the head to the free throw strike. So 20 World Tour wins for Novi Sad in their storied run with Dejan Majstorovic joining that team in 2014. The gold medals at the World Cup, the Europe Cup, and he has been the centerpiece of it all. Novi Sad leading 2-1 after his trip to the stripe. Milosevic with the rebound. He's able to put a little pressure on Gappy. But maybe too much. That offhand, he kind of swung and cracked him in the head. So that's an offensive foul. So the teacher, he'll get it up top. Kavga over to Buko. Up fake, doesn't create much space. Step back, no. Air ball. Beautiful day out here in one of the meccas of 3x3. Doha, Qatar. A lot of classics, a lot of memorable moments from here inside this venue over the years. Shout out to our Qatari people who've been holding it down in the 3x3 world since 2013. We love you. We love you. Still a 2-1 game. There you go. Young fella, Milakovic, cruising to the crib. Now he might be in some trouble. Oh, Buko decided to give it up. Sphinx misses it. He missed it short, so here we go again. Milakovic, he liked the shot. Couldn't find the mark, so Dushan, D'ing up. Kick out to Buko. It ain't the prettiest release you're gonna see. But he will knock those down if given the opportunity. Nice feed and an easy crib. So Frankenstein sitting on the bench. And now he'll check in for Milosevic, who got that last layup. There's Dushan getting a little too handsy. And Milosevic picking up where he left off yesterday again. Top scorer, he and Evosep on this team from day one. Buko defended well. Evosep got out there to contest it. It's a 4-1 lead for Novi Sad. And we'll get a little extracurricular activity going on underneath the bucket. There's Dushan, no hesitation. but it is an air ball. Have a seat, sir. All right. So Dushan, not quite starting his day the way he'd like to. So he'll try to get his legs back, catch a little wind, as Gappy will give it up to Buko. Well, you see Trey Bolt kind of telegraphing his pass there. Gasper Aldnick will have a seat. 2 minutes and 20 seconds into our first quarterfinal. Ball back in Novi Sad's possession as their oop attempt falls short. Here's a nice up fake. So Kavgis got to a spot with a nice new haircut, but he didn't make the crib. Dushan, rebound, dime, easy money. Milosevic lays it in. Now can he D up the Sphinx with the scoop pass? Ilosev threw it back. Nice block out of bounds. Great timing from Frankenstein. And 5-1 it stays. Gappy launches. Come on, man. Cast it from 2 range. It's 5-3. Milakovic. New. Yeah, that Gasper Ovnik shot would not be advised for most other players, but he's the teacher. He can do that. Off balance. All right. Another look at whether or not Gappy actually got his hands on that ball or not. But here's that 3. Mid dribble. Just decides to elevate. And he can strike you at any moment. Shooters like that are so difficult to guard. If you know anything about Gasper Ovnik, you know about the success he's had in one-on-one competitions. He's a killer and still getting it done. Let's see, how old is Ovnik these days? I have to ask him. 5-3 game. I do know his favorite song is by Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, I Won't Back Down. Never that. I can attest to it. I've seen him play on the tour for 6 years now. It's 5-4. Tight game here. About 3.5 in. Ooh, dangerous pass. Piran lucky to still have possession here. But only for a moment. There's an offensive foul is called on Kavga. Moving while setting the screen. Oh yeah. Easy call. Ball over to Black. Got to be set when you're coming up to set that offensive that screen. Meantime, Dushan, left it alone. That was a quarantine jumper. Ugly. 5-4, it stays. Long history between these two. Piran and Novi Sad. They've met 4 times since 2018. If you go back further than that, these teams have met over 15 times. Meantime, it's Dushan. Still can't find his stroke. He's broke. But he's got some help on the inside. 6-4. 5 fouls on Piran, 4 on Novi Sad. Sphinx changes direction. Oh my goodness. Dime. No look to Kavga. Gets the Slovenians within 1. Milosevic follows his own miss. And he's able to put it up and in. Novi Sad back out by 2. So we think of the Sphinx as a great scorer, and that he is, but he is an orchestrator as well. Sets the table so well for his teammates. Outstanding passer. Maybe even an underrated passer. Meantime, hoop and a harm. Bucket. As Evo set is able to score through the contact. Dushan on the miss, and then Frank gets, give me that. Just too much muscle down there, and whatever else he's made of. So Frankenstein up to the stripe, and he's going to miss it. Eight six, working from the left corner now. Oh, nice passing. Oh, Gappy lost the handle on it. Oh, he crossed his draws off. Evo Set, lucky that they didn't capitalize from two range. But just a vicious crossover by Gappy. 9-6. It's a three-point contest. Milosevic. Wowzers. That was deeper than spoken word. 11-6 game. If you don't believe me, look again. He shot that one from the locker room. Cash Monty. So Novi Sad out by 5 on Piran. They've been the more successful of the two in terms of the head-to-head meetings in recent years. Piran trying to pull off an upset here in the quarterfinals. I was wondering how old Gasparovnik was earlier. He's 38 years young. Shout out to Gappy still getting it done. He and Finsgar. The Sphinx 41. Ridiculous. I don't know what they're drinking in Slovenia, but there's some good stuff. Hey, there's some good stuff. Kavga, nice patience on the up fake. He's able to get the score to go. Look again. Nice spin. Past Evo Set. Evo Set kicked him. That contact might cost him. Kavgic swish. So it's an 8-11 game. Just a 3-point difference. Number 3 has it. Milakovic gives it up. Evo Set hands it off. Dushan, step back. Right now he's capping. There's Milakovic. He fires a blank as well. 11-8. Oh, Gappy! He took him to spin class, didn't he? 11-9. Abusing the young fella. That'll get a replay of that. No. That just wasn't right. Here we go. Oh, that. Come on, man. He sunned him. Oh, you gotta love this game. Okay, it's a 2-point contest, y'all. 6 fouls apiece. Who you like? 3:38 to play in this one. Looked like Novi Sad was going to run away for a bit as they led it by 5, but we've seen Piran go on a nice little run here, and it looks like they still are coming. Although the Sphinx airmails the 2-piece. Ball over to Black. Winner moves on. Before we move a moment further, allow me to thank our presenting sponsors, Qatar Basketball Federation, the Qatar Olympic Committee, our local sponsors, Ultra Sports, McDonald's, and Discover Qatar. As Milosevic shoots his second free throw. Piran with their 7th foul. That's the reason that they're in the penalty. Kavga takes his time, shoots the 2, but just put a little much on it. Milakovic, he's gonna airball it. And Novi Sad's lead stays at 3. It's 12-9. The Sphinx, he misses it long. Milosevic changes direction. Oh, big boy game. He's able to lay it in. 13-9. 2:47 left. Both teams in the penalty. As you see, the Sphinx trying to skip it down there to Gappy. The teacher with his hands full, getting schooled by a student. But now, Ovnik is making good at the charity stripe here. He no longer has hair on the top, but he's still got a nice stroke. Which one would you rather keep? All right. Okay, so Evo set with some big free throws here. The big man splashes the first. Tamashivosev, 31 years old, ranked number 10 in the world. Misses on the second attempt, but they get a fortunate bounce on the rebound. Milosevic, Milakovic, strong finish. Oh no, I'm sorry, that was actually Evosev. And Kavda, he responds. He's going to keep his team within striking distance, 15-12. Trey Bolt trying to defend, and he's whistled for the foul. Plenty of contact as Frankenstein will make his way back to the free throw line.
2:17 remaining in the first of the quarterfinals between Novi Sad and Piran.
Evosev, MVP of the Lausanne Masters 2018, MVP of the Utsunomiya Final 2019. Some national team recognition as well, MVP of the 3x3 Europe Cup Andorra qualifier. That was when he was with Hungary. And he's able to get one of the free throws to go down. A 4-point contest. Novi Sad in the driver's seat. Gappy regains control of it. He's being harassed by Milakovic. And he puts up a wild shot. And he's got something to say about it. Ref Adik, why you let him get all up on me like that? Another 6 inches to the left, that would have been splash. Speaking of splash, there's Dushan Bullet, hydrated. 17-12, kick out. Buko, that's a good look, but not a good result. Tipped up, back to Buko, nearly stolen, but out of bounds off of Black, it looks like. So Piran now on the attack. They need to make something happen. Minute 30 to play. Things not looking much better for them. There won't be any second chances after this. 18-12. And again, Piran made more two pieces than anybody day one. A little bit uncharacteristic of them. They could have used some of that two-point shooting in this one. Oh, Dushan Bullet. Left him like he cheated. 7-point cushion now for Novi Sad. Oh, the Sphinx with a long-range bomb. That'll make things a little bit more interesting here, but Novi Sad looks to be closing in. They only need a couple of points here. As Milosevic got to a spot, missed the crib though. Dushan tracks it down. Gappy defended. Evosev hands it over. We're under 40 ticks to go. Dushan still off target. Nice hustle for the save. Evosev couldn't get it. So it will be Piran ball. But looking at a 5-point deficit here with about 30 seconds to play, it don't look good. It don't look good. Another look at that look good. The Sphinx. It's aging like a fine wine, getting better with time. 41 years old. And still able to get it done on both ends, defensively and offensively. They need to get in the time machine and throw it back. If you think the 41-year-old version of the Sphinx is good, you should have saw the 31-year-old version. It's unstoppable. Ref Toff, all smiles. As Novi Sad starts the possession yet again. There's Dushan. This is normally when he does something strange. Feels like the game is in hand. He wants to add to his top 5 resume. Just a textbook finish there. Layup at the rim. Looks like time is going to run out. And our final will be 20-15. Novi Sad advance to the semifinals. Our first quarterfinal winner, as Piran's bid to win 40 bands here in Doha comes to an end. So the 8 seed falls after a 2-0 campaign day 1. It is Novi